do you want a plan? I'll have you lifting me upstairs, trying to pick me up and throw me as far as you can. So we actually have a load of cars in the gym, and some of the other lads try to lift the actual cars. We can't do that anymore because we have a pending lawsuit because one of the cars was unstable and it fell on a fella. He doesn't have any ankles anymore. That's a pretty serious lawsuit as well. So I get two kgs. I staple the wires into my temples, thinking about stuff that makes me feel like hard, and that's something that we get to offer at the gym as well. If you want to come down, your brain will look like a bicep. If you want to be as unbelievably sick as me, slamming the whey protein into you, enough to actually kill you. I was watching Chimp Empire. Every once in a while the alpha male will just run through the pride, just beating his chest. And that's what I like to do as well in the gym. Every half an hour to 45 minutes, I will rip off my top and start beating my chest. Usually everybody starts clapping and applauding me and saying, ooh, wow. I go into the gym and I look around, I just make sure everything's in order. Is that dumbbell supposed to be there, or did we not start putting them over here now instead? Is this where we're supposed to put the dumbbells out? Because I can distinctly remember me asking, can we start stacking them over there? Put the dumbbell from there over there. I'm giving you first-hand information back to the source to figure out how the best it is that you can be on my podcast. And that's what it's called. My podcast is called How to Be the Best That You Can Be podcast. I will give you proteins. I'll give you tablets of proteins. I'll give you creatines. I will give you stuff that's not even on the market here, that is not approved by anybody. It's real experimental stuff. Don't really know what the side effects are. They could be bad, but who cares? The podcast space is so oversaturated at the moment. The podcast space is so oversaturated, so you need to have a gimmick. Why don't we look into conspiracy theories? Why the Ra is class? And the lads were like, we're starting to take steroids. And I took loads of steroids, right? I had the roids coursing through me. I was like, yeah! And I walked into the kitchen, my dad was there, and I just said, do you want me to poke the head off you? I broke his jaw. But since then, I've definitely been prone to bouts of blinding rage. I cause harm to other people. I can't remember it, so, if a tree falls in the woods, is it really a tree? The hardest thing I find about being an alpha is just fucking being too strong. Sometimes I picked up my niece, completely shattered her hips. She's in rehabilitation right now, but with the proper training and looking after by the wonderful people at the HSC, I'm sure she'll make a full recovery.